Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another legendary Marvel deck building component set. Today we're going to look at the Captain America 75th anniversary set that came out a little while ago, a couple years maybe now. This is an all Captain America themed set. This has got all Captain Americas and other Captain America related people. Kind of a little interesting thing. We're going to start off right away. We have Winter Soldier, or Bucky. He's got a new keyword here called Man Out of Time. So what the Man Out of Time ability does is when you activate it, so you play a text card before him, play Man Out of Time, this card is immediately put off to the side. Beginning of your next turn, it's automatically played. So it sort of works like Teleport from the Dark City set with Nightcrawler. Except Nightcrawler, you had the option to set it aside and add it into your hand, and then you could choose to use it or not. This one, you play Man Out of Time, you have to do it, and it has to be played on the next turn. But what's also nice is because it doesn't go into your hand, that if there was some effect that lowered the number of cards in your hand while this was out of time, you'd still get this effect because it doesn't touch it. So it's kind of like Teleport with a little twist. So we have Sniper's Nest, KBG Training, and 2 is greater than 4, which I'm not entirely sure what that's a reference to. But all heroes in your hand gain Man Out of Time this turn, and another hero, or a hero, and then another one gains. It's kind of a neat effect. Because you still have to play them, so you get their effect for that turn, and then you can immediately use them the next turn. So here we have a Steve Rogers, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. So it is Captain America, but he's not referenced as Captain America. But it does bring us back to our first S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. As we'll notice, I didn't show on here, Bucky has no affiliation. Or Winter Soldier, rather. Yeah, this Captain America's Director of S.H.I.E.L.D., so he'd work well with the Nick Fury and the other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Actually 3 of them. You have to KO one then. You played this turn, but if you do rest, you go bystander. So it's reassigned to civilian duty. International Strike Force. He has a Savior ability, which I don't remember what that does. I think Savior's every time you rescue a bystander, you get to activate that ability. Because that works well with his other card. I believe that's what it does. Yep, so you save. This one actually both of them. If you save a bystander, then you get a Man Out of Time. So Shadows of Wars Past. And Save the World. Rescue a bystander, so you immediately get that, and you get the Savior ability. Alright, then we are going to get a new Captain America, but it's Captain America Falcon. So he's both of them. Aerial Catch, Flying Shield Block, Winged Salvation, and Star Spangled Hero. We're going to get another Captain America. This is the 1941 Captain America. So the World War II original Captain America. I love how he's drawn completely different than the other characters. So we have Storm the Beachhead, so he's going to have more World War II kind of references. Devoted Patriot. He's fighting some Nazis, probably. Liberate the Prisoners. And Punch Evil in the Face. And then the final hero we have is another S.H.I.E.L.D. soldier, who is Agent X-13, who I am not actually familiar with at all, but I think she was someone that might have been Peggy Carter from back in the 40s. Paramilitary op. She's a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Hers costs 4, and I love they actually put woman out of time instead of man out of time. They adjusted it for her, so that's kind of a neat feature. But now there's 2 other shield agents you have, so along with Nick Fury, that brings us up to 3 shield agents. You wouldn't be able to make a full shield set of characters yet, but it's still getting closer. And I didn't even read what that one was. Sorry. Spy Network. And Mobilize for War. And she's got this costume on. Again, I'm not really sure what that is. So, who are our villains to fight Captain America? We have Baron Heinrich Zemo, the original Baron Zemo. So he does Masters of Evil, but the World War II ones. So he's got Hatred for the Avengers, Prisoners of War, Finding Zemo, Fallen Idols, and he leads the Black Knight of World War II, the Executioner, the Melter from World War II, because remember there's a Melter in the first Masters of Evil, and Radioactive Man. And then we have Arnim Zola, who leads the Zola's creation. He has the Ultimate Abomination ability. I'm trying to remember what some of these mean. I haven't played with these sets as much. I believe it's when you defeat enemies, you can absorb them in and gain their strength, and he gets everybody, but then some of the other creatures in his Zola's creation just have regular abominations, so they only gain like 1. I don't remember exactly. It's something about combining creatures for more power. Sorry I didn't remember exactly which one it was. Dominate the Weak, Crush the Pacifist Resistance, Pet Projects, Computer Upload Genius, and then his abominations and creations are Captain Zolayanga, which is like a weird frog Captain America, Doughboy, Manfish, Primus, and then the couple of Steam twists for this one are Go Back in Time to Slay the Hero's Ancestors, Change the Outcome of World War II, which this actually is a pretty interesting one. Add an extra villain group. Twist. Axis has invaded a new country. Put all villains and bystanders from the city on the bottom of the villain deck. The number of city spaces changes. Play 2 cards from the villain deck. If any villain escapes this country, stack a twist card next to the scheme and the conquer capital. So, your first twist, you have Poland, which is only 4 spaces. On your second twist, everyone goes back in the deck. Now you have France, only 3 spaces. It's a smaller country. So on and so forth. When 3 capitals are conquered, evil wins. So you get 7 different tries potentially, but each one it kind of varies. So like you get to the end by 7, Switzerland's only 1. So you're pretty much in trouble there. But yeah, it's definitely a different mechanic to play for. Switches up how the games are played. That's what the schemes make this game neat. Brainwash the Military. And the Unbreakable Enigma Code. So that was the Captain America 75th Anniversary set. Yeah, some pretty neat cards, some neat mechanics. Nothing groundbreaking, but they all fit right into any set. So that's all we got for Legendary Captain America. See you guys later. Bye.